My name is Emma Stevens, and today my presentation is on social media and its effects on the world. In this presentation, we will answer 3 questions. The first is, how have our social interactions changed since the explosion of social media use? Second, what effect does social media have on our mental health? And finally, how has social media helped convert people to Christianity? Social interaction. How have our social interactions changed? Prior to the inception of social media, most people were hesitant to share their private information, whether it's their political leanings, their religious beliefs, or their personal health matters. Now, however, people seem to share everything to everyone without hesitation. There are both pros and cons to sharing private information on social media. Some of the pros consist of: social media helps with social isolation. For example, the past year and a half has been very isolating for everyone. Many people have not even left their homes. With social media, they have been able to make friends and continue relationships with people where they can't do that in person right now. Social media support groups help with those who have mental or medical conditions. Many people with medical conditions have used social media to reach out to other people across the world that have the same condition, giving them help and a sense of belonging where they may otherwise feel like they're by themselves. There can also be very harmful aspects to social media. 2 extreme examples are that child abductors use social media to target and kidnap children, and criminals can target you for money out of your online accounts. There are entertaining apps on Facebook, for example, that have you disclose a bunch of personal information, all with the intention of using it to try to hack your online accounts. Because of this, it is extremely important that people are aware that what they say on social media can be used against them. Our next topic is, what effect does social media have on our mental health? While social media can certainly be a lifeline for some people, it has proven to be detrimental as well. For example, more social media use has been linked to greater odds of having an anxiety disorder. When we post on social media, we are looking for the approval of others. The way that is manifest is through likes and comments. It can be very stressful watching your social media post to see how many likes you got or how many people commented and whether the comments were positive or negative. Another issue with social media is that sometimes children are allowed on that are too young to truly understand what they're doing. Many times, their parents have not shown them the proper way to use social media. That can lead to disclosing personal information, making statements all around the world to see. It can invite bullying by other people, and can sometimes even lead to the child being abducted. Another way that social media can affect your mental health is by seeing your friends' positive posts and always believing that they're true. Many people either use filters or Photoshop to alter or enhance their photos. This is definitely misleading and can certainly cause jealousy and a sense of worthlessness. These unrealistic standards also create self-esteem issues. If every post you see is positive, only showing someone's best side, it can lead you to believe that your life is much worse than everyone else's. Social media has also created cyberbullying, leading to an increase in suicides. People are more than happy to sit behind their keyboards and say things that they would never have the guts to say to someone's face directly. Anyone who has been on social media has experienced bullying and hateful comments. Sometimes they're so extreme and so intentional that they lead people to believe that their lives aren't worth living. All of these negative effects on social media on our mental health should be carefully considered by anyone choosing to be on the social media platforms. Our third and final question is, how has social media helped convert people to Christianity? Throughout society, one of the challenges we have as Christians is to be able to reach out as far and wide as possible to share the gospel. Through social media, people all over the world can now obtain information about the Bible that they may not have had otherwise been able to find out. In addition, as Christians, we especially have to be careful that our online profiles push us toward leading more transparent lives as far as our Christianity goes. We must be held accountable for our actions. Online Bible studies and prayer groups are an amazing place for Christians to come for sanctuary. In a world filled with controversy, stress, and anger, it can be very comforting to go into a social media group and find friends who have the same beliefs that you have. Finally, even the smallest churches are able to reach out to their congregations through live Facebook feeds, for example, especially during this COVID pandemic. It has been extremely important for people to be able to access their church's sermons. Without social media, this would be very difficult to do. In conclusion, we know that social media is here to stay. Billions of people use social media every day, and that number is just going to continue to grow. By using social media responsibly, we can keep our children and our money safe, and by using social media in a way that honors God, we could help turn around the negativity we see on social media. Every time we get on social media, we need to make it a point to encourage others and try to have a positive experience. Thank you so much for watching my presentation.